Everyone's super friendly. And we've had a great time, so thank you to everyone for looking after us here.
And we are honored to invite Mr. Snong Selagun, Technical Committee Member and former national team coach, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winners of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the honored bronze medal is Wongsuran Jirapon from Thailand. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medal goes to Lin Nanda from Myanmar. And the winner of the gold medal is Intachot Sasirawan from Thailand. And ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and to observe the national anthem of Thailand. Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and our medalist to take a photo together, please.
Right, let's get you down to the field for this women's discus. So this F37 final. It's a very compact, but very competitive field here. So this F56 and F57 classifications, they are for seated throwing athletes, both competing from a throwing frame and using that upper body strength and precise timing to generate the distance. A very experienced stack for you. Blends two classifications and multiple generations of athletes as well. That's compared to Chai Tonograd, they're 45 years of age. The world record set for this, by the way, from Algerian Nassima Saifi, 35.76. To put that ASEAN Para Games record into context, 27.44 by the Nguyen Tin Hai of Vietnam. That was back in Phnom Penh in 2023. So what we're looking for here is the release consistency. It's really important, especially in seated discus throwing. And that frame stability as well. Any movement can really affect the control, it can really affect the distance as well. And then what we're either looking at, and we've seen this multiple times with the throwing events, often athletes would put a really good first throw in right at the beginning. And really what we're looking for is some sort of progression through the rounds to improve steadily on where you were in the previous round. So the 45-year-old will get us underway here. So we'll have 6 attempts here. This is the first of the women's discus in the F57 class. Chaitongrat just with the opportunity here just to get nice and warm and nice and loose ahead of her first throw. So the F56 athletes, they have less ability to use their torso to generate the power. That means that their throw relies more heavily on the arm speed, the shoulder rotation, and the precise timing. The F57 athletes, well, they have greater trunk control, so that allows for more rotation through the body, so it can translate into a much higher release speed and indeed some longer throws as well. We have 3 competitors in the F56, this is one of them here, and 4 competitors in F57. Okay, it is time to rock and roll. All athletes throwing from the frame. I think that's wide, you know. Well, after the warm-up there from the Thai, she's not going to be too happy with that. Just kind of snatched at it, those first round nerves getting to her. Yeah. So trying to get on the board, and that's better from Chaitongrat. Again though, just like a golf shot really, you spray the first one right, you're gonna keep hold of it a little bit too long, and that's why she's pulled that left. Yeah, she knows it. So, throw number 3 then for Chaitongrat. Again, that's wide. So, 2 foul throws there for Chaitongrat. So all of these competitors naturally will take all of their throws and this rest time really governed by the sequence and the readiness under the control of the officials. With the athletes allowed sufficient recovery time to be ready for the next event. So it's not necessarily timed, but it's a chance for Chaitongrat to reset her posture, regain that breathing control. Officials not rushing this athlete, but she needs to improve. Okay, that's better. It seems to be a little more down the middle So 16:23, still her best in that second round. Again, she snatched out that one. I don't think it's going to be further. Is a multi-sport expert, this woman. She's done the wheelchair tennis, para-archery. Also does the shot put as well as the javelin. Once again, another foul. She's going to be really upset with her performance in the discus here, despite the smiles. So that round 5 effort, a 16:25 for the other athletes in the F56 category to follow. That will be Big Van Trong of Vietnam, Famini of Indonesia. 3 competitors in this F56. In the F57s, Nguyen of Vietnam, Seriawati of Indonesia, Haryanti Reni of Indonesia, and Tin Hai Nguyen as well from Vietnam. It's good to see all the competitors getting along super nicely here.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
It's been gorgeous weather here, by the way. 28 degrees we had yesterday, 30 degrees today. It's been absolutely sensational. Some great pictures, isn't it? Just seeing what the athletes have to go through before their initial throws as we sort out the throwing sequence for all of them. So yeah, we are in Korat, which is short for Nakhon Ratchasima. If you do get the chance, come. It's beautiful here. So many amazing attractions, including the Pimai Historical Park. You've got the Kayao National Park as well. So we saw their giant Tongrat's last throws as they all chased down Nguyen Tin Hai with a 25.74. That's the result of the F57. That's an amazing throw there. Well, that's been the beauty of these games here at the 80th birthday anniversary stadium, is the cheers from the athletes that ring around this stadium. As we're getting late, well, it's early evening really, but late into the afternoon as we get into the golden hour. I wonder if it will be gold for any of our athletes out there this evening. So we've still got the men's discus to come in the F57 category as well. Really looking forward to the men's 200 meters. Lionel To in action for Singapore.
We have earned a place on the podium on the stage.
Let's get you to the latest medal ceremony as we join your MC.
And we are honored to invite Ms. Tasaniya Lim Udomporn, President of Sport Association for the Intellectual Disability of Thailand, and Mr. Kitsnat Likit Jalanskun, Secretary General of the Sport Association for the Intellectual Disability of Thailand, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winners of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal, is Binti Idris Umi Suhada from Malaysia. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medal goes to Nutsethi Apasari from Thailand. And the winner of the gold medal is Yapakam Fasai from Thailand. They have developed outstanding performance and achieved a historic milestone, rising to the top in this event. And ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalists and to observe the national anthem of Thailand.
Thank you so much. Next, we invite the distinguished presenter and our medalist to take a photo together, please.
The competitors are lane 7.
Right, it is go time. The men's 200 meters T37 final, one of the marquee sprint races of the section. We're bringing together games, pedigree, emerging youth, regional depth, over a distance where the bend often decides everything. 5 athletes. No heats, pure final adrenaline.
And lane 3, Lee Wan Man from Vietnam.
และช่องวิ่งที่ 3 ลีวันหมัดจากประเทศเวียดนาม
So this T37 classification for athletes with coordination impairment that affects one side of the body. That is your lineup right now. And it's all eyes on Lino To, 26 years of age. He's been part of the Team Singapore's para-athletics program for several years now, competing regularly in major regional championships. And he's got experience across multiple sprint distances. He's raced at the ASEAN Para Games, Asian level competitions, gold at the Asian Youth Games. These games, Lionel has already contested the men's 100 meters, T37. He finished 5th. Now here he is. He returns for the 200. Don't forget, it's a distance that really does place greater emphasis on that bend control, on the rhythm. And it's so important in this classification. It's a different challenge to the 100 meters. Because that opening curve, the transition into the straight, and then maintaining that form while fatigue is kicking in. So the focus for this man is on clean execution right from start to finish. And he's up against some of the most established T37 sprinters in the region.
Number 2, Gao Ngok Hum from Vietnam.
หมายเลขที่ 2 เกาหลงฮุงจากประเทศเวียดนาม
Number 3, Perwolaksono Fauzi from Indonesia.
หมายเลข 3 เปอร์โวลักโซโนฟาอูซีจากประเท
So
ศ
there's
อินโดนีเซีย
Taplong. He'll be running in lane 6, 27 years of age. A familiar name in para sprinting.
Number 5, Yasa Al-Kadetri Perwana from Indonesia.
หมายเลข 5 ยาซาอัลกาเดนตรีเปอร์วานาจากประเทศอินโดนีเซีย
And number 6, Muhammad Ali Shafiq from
You can hear in the
Malaysia.
background, by the way,
มูฮัมหมัดอา
the
ลี
introduction to the
จากประเทศ
men's
มาเลเซีย
discus in the F57s. So as we watch the warm-up, we can have a look here at Sabtoyogo Purnomo from Indonesia, 27 years of age. And he is the ASEAN Para Games record holder in this event. That time, 28.09. Will we see it broken this evening? Sorry, big one, 23.09. 22.70 is the Asian record set by Shang Guanzhou of China back in 1995. The world record, USA's Nick Mayhew, 21.91. Well, he's looking super relaxed here. Here's Lionel To. Opposite Tapron running in lane 6. And then from Indonesia, Purnomo. So one of the bigger races of the day. Can Singapore secure gold? So with the perfect lane 5, he'll have Sangrait and Ivan on the inside. really good with their timings, to be fair to the officials here. We are set to go off. Local time 5:23, our time 6:23. So the athletes, despite going through all of those warm-ups, will have to just wait for a few seconds. And this gives them the opportunity to run through in their mind how the race is going to pan out. Here we go. So one of the marquee sprint races of the day. Keep an eye out for these competitors as we get into the curve here. Who's going to control this the better? It's a fast start from Sangrat in lane 2. Also out wide, Purnomo powering through. The Indonesian with a super lead in. Toe in lane 5, struggling somewhat. But look at Purnomo coming away with it, not breaking his record. And coming home, lanes 4, Sangrat. And I think Toe might have just secured 3rd place. We'll have a look, but confirmation of Purnomo Sabtoyogo. He's different level at this level, 24.49. Getting off to an amazing start here. Arnold Toe did really well in the first, but then had so much to do in the final stages. And that battle for second going all the way between Sangrat and Taparon, where Lionel Toe bringing up the rear of the field.
Now it's
So
a
disappointment for Singapore.
200 meters, class T36 and T37 final.
ลำดับต่อไปจะเป็นการแข่งขันวิ่ง 200 เมตรหญิง ประเภท T36 และ T37 รอบชิงชนะเลิศ
The competitors are
Confirmation then, Purnomo with a 24.51 finish time in this 200 meters.
ช่องวิ่งที่ 7 ดูไฮดาอินไซด์
Right, let's get down to the track as we introduce the competitors for the women's 200 in the T36 and T37 category.
Lane 4, Shimpan Arawan from Thailand.
ช่องวิ่งที่ 4 ฉินแป้นอรวรรณจากประเทศไทย
And lane 3, Witasari from Indonesia.
และช่องวิ่งที่ 3 ปิตาซารีจากประเทศอินโดนีเซีย
So a combined T36 and 37. So this brings together athletes from 2 different coordination-based classifications. T36 athletes, they're typically affected on both sides of the body, which can make balance and rhythm harder to maintain, especially at speed. The T37 athletes, well, they're usually affected on one side, so that allows for slightly greater symmetry, but it really does require real careful control, especially on the bend. So in the 200 meters, that curve, super crucial for both of these classes, especially as they have to maintain that rhythm before transitioning into the final 100 meters. So then, the first look at our competitors. Here's Vitasari from Indonesia. There's Chimpian Arawan, the 23-year-old from Thailand. She is the ASEAN Para Games record holder. She set that games mark, as many did, back in Phnom Penh in 2023. So Vitasari, just a young pup really. Chimpian will be running from lane 4. In lane 5, the wonderfully named Rosabel Rosal Perninas from Malaysia, 19 years of age. And then, 42 years of age, it's Louis Supatsara. And finally, 38 years of age, Insan Nur Haider from Indonesia. I don't think Supatsara has made this final. So this final features 2 games record holders sharing the track, 1 in each classification. Thailand's Arawan Chimpian carries the T37 benchmark. Indonesia's Insan Nur Haider holds the T36 games record. Local time, 5:30 on the dot is when we go.
Already.
And we're all ready to go. So the kind of times you're looking for, in T37's 31.66. And in the T36 is 34.21. So keep an eye out for that control on the bend. So Chimpian should be running faster than the rest of these guys because she's in her own classification. She's running from lane 4 in the blue top. So that T36 is the one to keep an eye out on. So all of the ladies here in the white vests are running in the T36, and off and running we go. What a start on the inside from Vitasari of Indonesia. Has she gone too quickly? As all 3 of them should come round the bend, almost in the line. Chimpian pushing forward, but what a run by Vitasari. Can she hold on? Coming through strongly is Parinas. Parinas and Vitasari, oh, getting across the line. Chimpian, Parinas, and what a marvellous run from Indonesia's Vitasari. Oh, that was gutsy. So 31.66 was her best before. But what a run on the inside from Vitasari. But she didn't do enough right in the closing moments to claim that T36.
The competitors are lane 7, Mohammad Musi Mohammad Rizwan from Malaysia.
ผู้เข้าแข่งประกอบด้วยช่องวิ่งที่ 7 โมฮัมหมัด มูซี โมฮัมหมัด ริชวนจากประเทศมาเลเซีย
Lane 6 Khun Panna Amonte from Thailand
ช็อปปิ้งที่6คุณปันมาอมรเทพจากประเทศไทย
Lane 5 Khun Muhammad Ridho from Indonesia
Next up then, the men's 200 in the T36 and T38 category. Let's get introduced to your competitors.
และช็อปปิ้งที่4ชัยการทักษิณจากประเทศไทย
So another combined race for you, T36 and T38 finals. So two coordination-based classifications once again. We have two T36 runners in lanes 3 and 7, and three T36, just two in the T38. Just a reminder, the T36 athletes, they typically experience coordination challenges affecting both sides of the body. So it makes balancing really difficult, it makes rhythm really difficult, especially when you're running at speed. The T38 athletes, they have a milder coordination impact, so it does allow for greater symmetry, but it still requires precise control, especially when they're running on the curve. So some experience and some youth over these two classifications. Malaysia fielding two T36 athletes, including Ridwan Mohammed Putzi, who carries the game's record in this class. Thailand's T38 runners, well, they got speed, they got consistency. And Indonesia's young entrants, well, he had a bit of development, a bit of progression. We'll have to see what happens. So don't forget, the T38s and the T36s, they will be ranked differently, separately. So the finishing order, just so you know, across the line doesn't necessarily reflect the medal positions. We'll work that out after the race for you. The ASEAN Para Games record in the T36 is manager's one, 25.44. The Asian record in the T38 is 22.65. That's in odd Chai Count of Thailand in lane 4. In lane 5, Mohammed Ridho Alputra, 20 years of age. Into the T38 class, Mortab Pompana, 24 years of age. Very experienced para sprinter. And in lane 7, Ridwan Mohammed Putzi, the 38-year-old, the ASEAN Para Games record holder in the T36 over this distance. He set that mark in solo in 2022. We've already seen in previous events, especially in the women's that we just saw in this T36 and T38, just how important it is getting your pacing right around the bend, because it just leads to a much better transition. We saw, especially from the inside, how you can really manage the race. The more experienced racers are going to see this one home. They know how to compete when it gets into this situation. But it's a one-off final for you. Two T38ers in lanes 4 and 6. Chaikan and Pompana. And the T36ers in lanes 3, 5 and 7. And we're off and running. And it's an exceptional start from Pompana in lane 6. Woo. Should easily take the lead here. You know, we've seen him before in these games. But this man is quick. Porpana in the T38's bringing it home. Chakran going to second in the T38, and we'll have to see who comes home as winners in the T36 classification. So another superb run then. The home crowd enjoying that very much indeed. Gold and silver then for Porpana and Chaikan. We'll get confirmation for you of who's finished gold in the T36. Electric start from Amortet Porpana. He's been electric all competition in the 100s. And it was Mohamed Putra winning the T36s from Indonesia. Mohamed Puzi coming in silver medal with DNS there for Rosny. Right, let's get you then to the men's discus. You would have heard the men being introduced a few moments ago. We can get you live to the action here. So the opening throw from Chow is a good one. So this men's F57 final.
3780
So really what's going to decide the winner here? 37.8, so we can start there. Yes, just keep an eye on just how well connected they are. Just how quickly he can transition his body and get that speed going through. So all of these athletes will have their 6 throws all at once. And they'll be given time to sort themselves out. So Cao Nyok-hung so long, this 35-year-old prefers really to throw the javelin. Did pick up a bronze in the Asian Para Games back in 2010. Has represented Vietnam in the 2016 Rio de Janeiro Paralympic Games as well.
The competitors are number 1, War T21 from Vietnam.
ผู้เข้าแข่งขันประกอบด้วยหมายเลข 1 วอที่ทุกส่วนจากประเทศเวียดนาม
Number 2, Samidi Wamia Mato from Indonesia.
หมายเลข 2 ซามิดีวอเนียมาโตจากประเทศอินโดนีเซีย
Number 3, Potsi from Myanmar.
หมายเลข 3 พอเซนจากประเทศเมียนมา
Number 4, Priyanti Lia from Indonesia.
หมายเลข 4 ปริยันตีเรียจากประเทศอินโดนีเซีย
Number 5, Yue Piufe Yue from Myanmar.
หมายเลข 5 ยูแอพิวเฟียเบียแรจากประเทศเมียนมา
Number 6, Jang T36 from Vietnam.
หมายเลข 6 เจินทรีทรีหันจากประเทศเวียดนาม
Number 7, Paulas Doria from Malaysia.
หมายเลข 7 คารัสโดเรียจากประเทศมาเลเซีย
And number 8, Wintanambi from Myanmar.
และหมายเลข 8
So the women's discus, by the way, just getting introduced in the background. That was, well, we're having the weight. And another useful throw here from Cao Nyok-hung. Right, we'll leave the men's discus for just a moment as we get to the men's 400 meters, the T13 race.
400 เมตรชายประเภท T13 รอบชิงชนะเลิศ
The competitors are lane 6
Let's get you trackside and get introduced to our competitors.
ประกอบด้วยช่องวิ่งที่ 6 ศรีวิไลไซจากประเทศลาว
Lane 5, Araujo Fernandez Joao Osino from Timor-Leste.
ช่องวิ่งที่ 5 อารูโจ เฟอร์นันเดส จาโอชิโนจากประเทศติมอร์เลสเต
Lane 4, Damuni Jakarin from Thailand.
ช่องวิ่งที่ 4 ดัมบุนีจักรินจากประเทศไทย
And lane 3, Tevida Bunet from Laos.
และช่องวิ่งที่ 3 เทพธิดาบุญเพชรจากประเทศลาว
So as we move on to the men's 400 meters, this T13 final. 4 competitors, a very compact, very high quality race though. So we need pacing, we're going to need some composure. And I think we're going to see some very late race control. The T13 athletes, by the way, have a visual impairment, but they do retain a higher level of usable vision within the visually impaired classes. So they will be competing without a guide. ASEAN Para Games record is Jakarin Mooney, 49.05. And Jakarin is running in lane 4 this evening. There he is. 25 years of age. Set that back in Phnom Penh in 2023. So he's running from a central lane, so that is a really familiar environment for him. And it's a distance where, of course, he's already delivered at this level. He is the man to beat. There's Zay Sivalay of Laos. I tell you what, that outer lane, it really does demand patience, especially over 400 meters, because you can't really see what's happening. So you need that ability to judge the effort without any reference to the competitors. It's a tough one. Two members from Laos represented today. From lane 3, the challenge then is really managing the opening bend cleanly, trying to stay connected as the race, trying to stay connected rather to the race as the stagger unwinds. And there's the beautifully named Jairzinho Araujo Fernandez, Timor-Leste, the youngest athlete in this field. So then, with just 4 athletes in this final, it really does strip itself back to execution. The presence of the game's record holder, that's giving the race, I mean, it's a clear benchmark for all of these athletes here. But the 2 Lao athletes provide an interesting dynamic as they approach the same challenge, but from very different lanes. So this is due to start 6:50 our time. Been quite sharp on their timing. So an introduction then to your runners in lane 3. There's Tetida Bumpet from Laos. From Thailand, Jacqueline Damuni, the record holder in the Asian Para Games. Fernandez Rajo of Timor-Leste is in lane 5. And say Sivalay from Laos is in lane 6. Right, is this going to be completely one-sided with Damune just running away with it? Or what kind of level of competition can these others provide? All set then for this men's 400 meters T13 final. No, starter not happy. I think Arajo might have just either went a bit early or just wasn't settled. Okay. So keep an eye on lane 4, Dan Mooney. Can he break his own record of 48.5? He's got off to an electric start, as you can see. Right, so this is all about now an eye on the clock for you and me. Jackery, he's after it, isn't he? He's after the big numbers. Behind him, Tebtida is going well. This is all about breaking the 48.50. Can Jackerin beat the 49.50 coming into the final straight now? Is going to need a big effort. Can he break his own game's mark? He's going for it. He's really trying, but he's just missed out. It was a valiant effort. 52.06. Coming in second is Tebtida. And in third place is Zay Civilay. You could see as he was coming down that back straight, he really wanted that record. But there's your gold medal winner. He's put in a super effort. In fact, yesterday he was really feeling very sore. Off to a really controlled start. Immediately on the shoulder of Rahul.
The competitors are lane 1, Billy Johannes from Indonesia.
ผู้เข้าแข่งประกอบด้วยหมายเลข 1 บิลลี่โยฮันนิสจากประเทศอินโดนีเซีย
Number 2, Enakshando John Vianney from Brunei Darussalam.
หมายเลข 2 เอนักชันโดจอห์นเบนนีจากประเทศบรูไนดารุสสลาม
Number 3, Angireza Ramanabene from Indonesia.
และหมายเลข 3 อังจิเรซ่าประมานาเบรันจากประเทศอินโดนีเซีย
And in the events men's javelin class F64 final.
และการแข่งขันรายการผู้แข่งชายประเภท F64 รอบชิงชนะเลิศ
The competitors are Lin Nong Nong from Myanmar.
ผู้เข้าแข่งขันประกอบด้วยหมายเลข 1 ลินนองนองจากประเทศเมียนมา
Number 2, Tan So from Myanmar.
หมายเลข 2 ทันโซจากประเทศเมียนมา
Number 3, Imban Chang Sakchai from Thailand.
หมายเลข 3 อินบ้านช้างศักดิ์ชัยจากประเทศไทย
Number 4, So Yen Min from Myanmar.
หมายเลข 4 โซเยตินจากประเทศเมียนมา
Number 5, Han Wan Du from Vietnam.
หมายเลข 5 ฟานวันยูจากประเทศเวียดนาม
And number 6, Ian Ken Tet from Myanmar.
และหมายเลข 6 เลี้ยงเฮนเช็คจากประเทศเมียนมา Now is the competition of event women's 400 meters class T30 final
และในลำดับถัดไปจะเป็นการแข่งขันในรายการวิ่ง 400 เมตรหญิงประเภท T13 รอบชิงชนะเลิศ
The competitor is lane 5 Kim In Wasana.
Let's get you back to the track as we welcome the competitors for this women's 400 meter in the T13. So a final that is effectively another time trial for you, single athlete on track. So this is a performance-focused race rather than the typical head-to-head contest. Again, T13. These athletes have a visual impairment, but they do retain a high level of usable vision within the visually impaired classes. And Yimin Wasana here. Without no guide needed here, so they do need to judge. She needs to judge the pace, needs to judge staying in the lane, and just managing that full lap independently really is kind of central to the challenge here. So no competitors alongside her, so the emphasis shifting to what? It shifts to rhythm, it shifts to control, it shifts to that finishing strength. Especially when you're on the final bend and you're by yourself. The Asian record for this distance in this category is 57.72. The world record, set back in 1997 by Ryan Soares da Silva, is 53.55. I think if Wasana Yimin can get inside a minute, they should be doing exceptionally well. No APG records on the books here, so this race will establish a new games benchmark for the women's 400 in the T13. So in these single athlete finals, the problem is the athletes monitor the lane compliance and race execution very closely indeed. But from a broadcast perspective, it's an opportunity for us to highlight the technical demands of just one lap racing, rather than placing the emphasis on the finishing position. So it's going to be very interesting if she goes then. So staying relaxed, this is the most important thing on the top curve here. There's no visual traffic. She's just got to stay relaxed, getting into the back straight now, finding that rhythm. And this is where pace judgment is absolutely critical. Now, as we transition into the final curve, what you've got to avoid is a real tightening of the form. This is where things can start to feel very slow indeed. Coming down to the final 100 meters, and what she's going to need is that commitment in the final 80, because this is when the body is saying, stop, I've got nothing more to give. She's got to push through all the way to the finishing line. She won't break that 1 minute. And can she push through to get under at least 70 seconds? Yes, she can. It's a 1 minute 8:95. That is a lot tougher than it looks. Well done, Wasana Yimin. Yeah.
The competitors are Lane 7, Mabrurong Luli Alkafri from Indonesia.
ผู้เข้าแข่งขันประกอบด้วยช่องวิ่งที่ บาร็อกรูลีอัลคาฟีจากประเทศอินโดนีเซีย
Lane 5, Karim Taufik Abdul from Indonesia.
ช่องวิ่งที่ 5 คาริมเตาฟิกอับดูจากประเทศอินโดนีเซีย
Lane 3, Ian Ngok Hiep from Vietnam.
ช่องวิ่งที่ 3 เอียนงอกเขียบจากประเทศเวียดนาม
And Lane 1, Kamlu Wacharapong from Thailand.
และช่องวิ่งที่ 1 คำลือวัชรพงศ์จากประเทศไทย
Next up then, the men's 400 class, T11. Wow, this is superb. Komlu, Nguyen, Karim and Mubarak all in action. This is the absolute ultimate, I think, in para racing. You've got 400 meters, you're running with a guide, it's absolutely based on trust. Crazy, crazy event.
Number 2, Idris Nur Imanina from Malaysia.
หมายเลข 2 ไอริสนูอิมมานาจากประเทศมาเลเซีย
Number 3, Nim Anong Pavika from Thailand.
หมายเลข 3 นิมอนุภาวิกาจากประเทศไทย
Number 4, Sikarja Samian from Malaysia.
หมายเลข 4 ซิกาจักชาเมียจากประเทศมาเลเซีย
Number 5, Karpena Marawinia from Philippines.
หมายเลข 5 คาปินามารามินีจากประเทศฟิลิปปินส์
Number 6, Sur Aman Siti Nor Aida from Malaysia.
หมายเลข 6 ซูรูมันซิตีนอไรดาจากประเทศมาเลเซีย
And number 7, Sisot Sasikon from Thailand.
และหมายเลข 7 สีสดสติกร
So this is the blue ribbons, one lap race for totally blind athletes. They've got guides tethered to the athletes by that short rope. From Indonesia, there's Karim Taufik Abdul. Usually from him, you can expect a very committed opening 200 meters. The question for him is just how efficiently can this pair manage that final bend. Nguyen Ngok Hiep, and his guide is Wong Lee Hao, proven Asian Para Games performer, the reigning APG record holder in this event.
ผู้เข้าแข่งขันประกอบด้วยหมายเลข 1 ฮัจจีอับดุลกาเดอร์ดาจากประเทศบรูไนดารุสสลาม
Number 2 จิงกงลวน from เวียดนาม
หมายเลข 2 จิงกงลวนจากประเทศเวียดนาม
Number 3 อุตตะปันนพงศ์ from Thailand
หมายเลข 3 กุลตะปานพงศ์จากประเทศไทย
Number 4 ลิตาไมเคิล from Philippines
หมายเลข 4 ลิตาไมเคิลจากประเทศฟิลิปปินส์
Number 5 อาลีพีรวิทย์ from Thailand
หมายเลข 5 อาลีพิรวิทย์จากประเทศไทย
and Number 6
So Komlu Wacharapong alongside Siratep
เทสซิกุจากประเทศ
Duang
เมียนมา
Chinda. This pair just bringing plenty of experience, plenty of composure to this final. And from the inside lane, that early bend is just so critical. Absolute 100% trust between these two here. As always, don't forget we have seen the Indonesians in action already in this competition. Let's officially welcome then our competitors. From lane 1, it's Komlu from Thailand. His guide is Duang Chinda in lane 3. There's Siratep. see the band that will be tethering these two together. Nguyen Nhok Hiep and the Ho Hoi Pong from Vietnam. These two just know how to get it done. Lane 5 from Indonesia. Taufik Abdul Karim. Yeah, exactly. That's Gunter Wijanako there, pointing to him. And Mubarak Willie Al Kafi. Peter Valentino Rossi alongside him. So this race, it won't be won in the first 200 meters. It's going to be decided by who keeps the mechanics together best from the 250 meter onwards. Because coordination is going to get harder, decision making is going to get harder, trying to keep with your guide is going to stay, oh, it's just so difficult. On your marks, here we go then, this massive, massive final in the T11 men's 400, the ultimate sprinting race. Vietnam arriving as the standard setters. Indonesia double their chances with two contrasting race styles, and Thailand relying on control and execution here. And we're up and running. 400 meters, one lap of the track. And already look at Karim Taufik Abdul. Absolutely powering down that back straight. It's looking very composed though from Nguyen in lane 3. Karim Taufik Abdul has gone absolutely flying here. So it's all eyes on that game's record now. 54.65. 54.65. It's been a wonderful run from Karim. Can he break that record at 54? He can! Well, it's a wonderful run from the Indonesian. Karim and his guide, Gunter. They just ran so efficiently, so quickly.
Now is the competition of men's triple jump, class T36 and T37 final.
ลำดับต่อไปจะเป็นการแข่งขันขยิงก้าวกระโดดชายประเภท T46 และ T47 รอบชิงชนะเลิศ
The competitors are number 1, Amri Reza Surya from Indonesia.
ผู้เข้าแข่งขันประกอบด้วย หมายเลข 1 อันรีเรซาเซอร์ยาจากประเทศอินโดนีเซีย
Number 2, Shanabun Angkan from Thailand.
หมายเลข 2 ชนะบุญอังคารจาก
So a high quality championship winning run
Angmin from Myanmar.
หมายเลข 3 เวียนอังมินจากป
from
ระเทศ
Karim
เมียนมา
Taufik
Number
Abdul.
4, John Wonder from Vietnam.
หมายเลข 4 เจินวันหนึ่งจากประเทศเวียดนาม
Number 5, Sirimongkol Chairat from Thailand.
หมายเลข 5 สิริมงคลชัยวัฒน์จากประเทศไทย
Games record then, 54.04 in the end. We got finishing second win from Vietnam in bronze. are the live pictures from the discus that we brought you a little bit earlier.
Now is the competition of events. Relay 400 meters class T12 final.
ลำดับต่อไปเป็นการแข่งขันรายการวิ่ง 400 เมตรหญิงประเภท T32 รอบชิงชนะ
So this is retired Charo Ying with all his 6 throws.
ช่องวิ่งที่ 1 มุสานีสุมาลีจากประเทศไทย
Just shy of that 35-meter mark. "31 years of age now. Home representation often brings familiarity with conditions and the competition flow as well." He's a big man, isn't he? Sure, it's not 233 meters. I think 33.04. Can he improve upon that? I think he can, you know. That's going to be 34 meters at least. Just shy of 34, 33.81. Right, can he get across 35 meters? It's getting there, it's getting good progression in these rounds. Indonesia's Alan Saustro Ginting is the ASEAN Para Games record holder with 40.15. So next up, yeah, another super race for you this time. The women's class T12. So another time trial for a final for you. Yusanin Sumali. So all eyes here on a 1996 ASEAN Para Games record of 1 minute 1965. Again, T12 athletes, they have visual impairment. They can opt to use the guide, which is exactly what Somali is doing here. 19 years of age. So this is a really good, it's really good experience for this 19-year-old. She'll get the chance, I know she's not competing against anyone, but you just get the chance to run it, to say you've been there, to say that you've been able to control the opening 200, you've been able to control the bend. You can get your posture, get your arm drive correct, you can work in tandem with your guide. Let's see how she goes about this then. Okay, all set, ready to go. Look how quickly they get into stride, and that's really important. You can see the guide, you'll probably be able to hear him as well. As they match stride for stride, they will have a stride count. Nusanine will know exactly how many strides she should be at any point. Yeah, keep going. Keep powering through. Done it 1,000 times in training. Get that posture right, get that arm drive correct, and get this finish discipline. Can she hold all the way to the line? The game's record of 1:19.65. She's got to focus hard. You can see how difficult it is, but focus on those internal pacing cues. Now it's really tough. Surely she can bring home a APG record though. It's tough. Keep going now. Keep going now. Yeah, brilliantly done. 1:12.22 is an APG record for you. It's tough. The only person you've got to beat is yourself there. I suppose your guide as well, but that's often the most difficult, isn't it?
And we are honored to invite Mr. Kitsanat Likit Jalanskun, Secretary General of the Sport Association for the Intellectual Disability of Thailand. And may I honor to invite Ms. Tasaniya Lim Udomporn, President of the Sport Association for the Intellectual Disability of Thailand, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winners of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Prawatto Phewa from Thailand. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medals go to Tiwa from Indonesia. And the winner of the gold medal is Klai Singh Orawan from Thailand. They have delivered an outstanding performance and achieved a historic milestone, rising to the top of the podium in this event. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalists and to observe the national anthem of Thailand.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and our medalist to take a photo together, please. Thank you to our distinguished guests.
Right, next up, a real classic for you. This women's 400 meters T11 final. Got plenty of experience here, got some home interest for you as well, plus some proven games pedigree. This is just the ultimate in racing for me. These athletes have no vision, or very limited vision. So they will have a guide runner. They're connected by a very short tether. You can just see hanging down there on the arm of Suniporn. So they need that clear communication and just trying to get that smooth running as quickly as possible. ASEAN Para Games record for this is 1 minute 02:14. Love to see it smashed. Love to see it smashed. There's Nguyen Kim Xuyen. They look to at lane number 3's Panyatip Janjira, 29 years of age. Very strong home pairing, these two. Suniporn, very seasoned Thai para-athlete. She's competed at the Paralympic Games level. So that's officially meet your runners in this women's 400 meters T11 final. Susan Ungu paired with her guide Chairul Mutagrim. And 5 here, Suniporn Tanawang, 37 years of age, with Chaiwat Tom Jangarun. And Nguyen Kim Jian. 50 years of age now. 52 years of age. Sorry. And she's with her Vietnamese partner, Vu Huan. So the most senior athlete in the race. But 2 Thai pairings. So a really strong home presence here. Can Suniporn beat her games record? Can she go below 102? It's a big ask. So the first challenge that these pairs have to overcome is getting into stride as quickly as possible. And that means counting off the first 20 steps in their mind to get running together. And Tanon Wong has got off really well here. As we get down that backstretch, she's opening up. Big lead here. So Suniporn, can she break her own games record? 102.14. It's a tough ask. It's a tough ask. The 37-year-old then with her guide Chaiwat Tong Jamron. Well, she's going all the way. Can she break it? She can, you know. 101.16. Well, we asked the question at the beginning, can she go below 102.14? She can. She smashes almost a second off her APG. Well, that was brilliant running. Don't forget, 37 years of age and is running 61 seconds, 400 meters. And there's the 52-year-old Nguyen bringing it home. Well done.
Now is the competition of men's 400 meter class T12 final.
ลำดับต่อไปจะเป็นการแข่งขันวิ่ง 400 เมตรชาย ประเภท T12 รอบชิงชนะเลิศ
The competitors are Lane 7 Muhammad Rabi Muhammad Nur Helmi from Malaysia.
ผู้เข้าแข่งขันประกอบด้วยช่องวิ่งที่ 7 โมฮัมหมัด ราบี โมฮัมหมัด อูเฮลมี จากประเทศมาเลเซีย
Lane 5 Tisuwan Krishnapong from Thailand.
ช่องวิ่งที่ 5 ที่สุวรรณกฤษณพลจากประเทศไทย
Lane 3 Angjae Nitan Kai Meng from Singapore.
ช่องวิ่งที่ 3 อันเจนอีฮานไคเมงจากประเทศสิงคโปร์
At Lane 1 Mokor Cyril Floyd from Philippines.
และช่องวิ่งที่ 1 องคอยชิริวพลอยจากประเทศฟิลิปปินส์
So the big one then for James Ethan Ang of Singapore as we get into this men's 400 meters T12 event. 24 years of age is James Ang. He arrives in this final. He's already set national records at these games across sprint events, and he's progressed very cleanly through the earlier round. So probably what you don't need is a 400-meter test now that adds another strength and control test to a week that's already demanded repeated high-level performances. So a compact, high-quality final. Just 4 athletes. There's no hiding place whatsoever. Just a reminder, the T12 athletes, they have moderate visual impairment. So they do run without guide runners, but over the 400 meters, it's a huge emphasis on spatial awareness through the bends, rhythm control, without those visual cues, and all that strength under the fatigue, especially in the final 120. It's a thinking race as well as a physical one. It's tough, it really is tough. Breakout games for Ang. He's already delivered some super performances. Lane 3 gives him, I think, the perfect opportunity to medal here. There's Cyril Gloyd-Onkoy, aggressive front end runner. Lane 3 for this man. Will it be a super advantage? He'll have to hunt down, though, the two ahead of him. Kisanapong Tisuan, who's just brilliant. And from Malaysia, so on the inside, Ongkoi, the Filipino para-athlete, 22 years of age, has already won the men's 1500. James Ethan Ang running out of lane 3. Kisanapong Tisuan out of 5. Mohamed Rabi out of 7. So this men's 400 meters T12 final is underway, and it's a sharp start by James Ethan Ang. Also in lane 7, Mohamed Rabi going well, being chased down by Kisanapong, who's right up onto the shoulder now. Ang going well, he's keeping with Kisanapong. It really is now between Ang and Kisanapong as Kisanapong gets up onto the shoulder of Mohamed Rabi as the stagger unwinds. Ang finding himself in 3rd place here. Can he climb up to 2nd? Actually, from the stagger, he should be in 2nd place now. Kisanapong in the lead. And now it's a race for silver between Malaysia and Singapore. And it's the Singaporean James Ethan Ang who claims 2nd and silver medal ahead of Mohamed Rabi. Well, it was a beautiful performance from Tisuan. But the 24-year-old Singaporean can hold his head up high. It was a really well-controlled race. I think it was quick. I think a national record could be in the offing. We're just checking that right now. Let's get all the boys together. Come on, James. So you can see just how desperate Ang was to keep with Kisanapong. He had the beauty and luxury of watching the man from Thailand all the way, but he just didn't have the power. As Kisanapong just put the pressure on that final bend to power away. And then it was a big battle between Mohamed Rabi and James Ang. And look at the power from the 24-year-old. Well, Ang continues to improve on his personal best. He manages to get silver medal in this men's 400 T12 event. So next up then, one of the most physically demanding races of the entire program. The longest wheelchair track event on the schedule, where these guys are going to need strength, efficiency, super race intelligence as well as rule speed. Yeah, it's a crazy event. 5K. Have a think at home at how long does it take you to run 5 kilometers typically? How long would that take you? 20, 25, 30, 35 minutes? 40? So the Asian record for this is 9 minutes 04. It's fast, it's rapid. Let's get you down to the track to introduce the competitors for you. All 5 of them for this men's 5,000 T54.
Now is the competition top event. Men's 5,000 meters, class T54 final, the last event for today.
ลำดับต่อไปเป็นการแข่งขันรายการสุดท้ายประจำวันนี้ครับวีลแชร์เรซซิ่ง 5,000 เมตรชายประเภท T54 รอบชิงชนะเลิศ
The competitors are Len Chu, Ingong Damrong Sak from Thailand.
ผู้เข้าแข่งขันประกอบด้วยช่องวิ่งที่ 2 อินกองดำรงศักดิ์จากประเทศไทย
Len Pri, Rosis Abdur from Indonesia.
ช่องวิ่งที่ 3 โรซิส อัปเดอร์จากประเทศอินโดนีเซีย
Len 4, Wakporam Rawat from Thailand.
ช่องวิ่งที่ 4 วัดโบราณประวัติจากประเทศไทย
Len 5, Harry Salmon from Indonesia.
ช่องวิ่งที่ 5 บาริซแซลมอนจากประเทศอินโดนีเซีย
And Len 6, Kongrat Putaren from Thailand.
และช่องวิ่งที่ 6 คงรักมูทะเรศจากประเทศไทย
So for these guys, the 5,000 meters is about sustained power. We've also got to think about their aerodynamic positioning as well, knowing exactly when to commit over 12.5 laps of relentless effort. Indonesia against Thailand. So 9:14 is the Asian record, 9:14.02 rather. No APG on this. No APG record for this, so whatever time will be set, we'll have ourselves a new record. So what's going to win this race? Well, we need the athletes need to think about energy conservation, especially in the first 3K. And then think about the drafting, think about the positioning, especially as they go through the traffic. And then the ability to respond to repeated surges. There won't be just one decisive move that's going to have the outcome of this final. And this race just hurts way before it finishes. So nowhere to hide in this 5,000 meters. And I can promise you this, by the time the final bell goes, every athlete will be absolutely exposed to the truth of their preparation. So the two Thai boys in the red there, Prawat Waram. So there's Ankon. Rosid wearing bib number 3 in for Waharam. And Concrap Gujarat.
On your mark.
So off and running we go. And a very controlled start, no early surges. So this is all about rhythm, not reaction. So a very tactical race then from start to finish. So out in second place is Konkrak. The two Indonesians at the back of the field. And leading the way is Konkrak with the number 6 on his helmet. So Wahara in second place. 11 to go. Field not so compact anymore. You can already see who's super comfortable at this speed. Just keep an eye out for the really smooth hand cycles. See the extra work that Konkrak is having to put in as the others just benefit from a little bit of drifting. So the pace steady, but I think the intent may be starting to show. 10 laps to go. You can see all the minor adjustments that needed. We have a new leader on the inside, goes Waharam, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was somewhat rehearsed between these three Thai athletes as they now make that gap to the final Indonesian. So gold, silver and bronze between these three Thai men. Anikon, Waharam and Konkrak. So these three with the big lead here. This is where the patience really matters. And now the gap, look at these two, Waharam and Konkrak now. I mean, they're just so experienced, these two, so measured. 8 laps to go here. Out of the two, I think Konkram is having to work a little harder to stay up with Waharam right now. Waharam, some 44 years of age now. Against Konkrak, who's 31. He's got a really strong endurance profile, but now already that gap starting to take shape. The most experienced racer here. Oh, he's just so smart. He's just has minimal wasted movement. He's just always so aware. Right now, 5 laps to go. It feels really uncomfortable around now. So 2 kilometers after just under now. So this is where it gets really uncomfortable for all of these athletes. The split times looking good though for Waharam, Prawat Waharam. He's still going from strength to strength here. See, they're finding that they're going really tough. They're lifting off the shoulders. You can see that less fluid arm movement. But this man has just been so smooth. Look at the way he's going around this track. It's beautiful. Just such solid arm movement. How does he do it? Well, it's a real lesson in how to navigate your way through 5 km in this T54 class. Two laps to go. 14:02, the Asian record. That was set way back in 1998 by Al Rajehi Faisal. As we ring the bell, the final lap of this men's 5,000 meters. And Wahram just really has decided how this race is going to take shape. He's been in complete command for at least half of this race. Absolute dominant victory for Wahram. From the moment he went, well, this race was over. Beautifully done. Gold medal for Prawat Wahram. Blew this race wide apart. Puteret Kongrak in silver, with Kongrak and Kong in bronze place. Well, it's hard work. Bringing it home for Indonesia is Abdul Rosid. Strong finish from Rosid. And Salman Paris. Oh, that's so tough. A real battle for fourth position here. So Salman Paris with one more lap to go. So Paris can expect some wicked support as he comes around this final bend to bring it home for Indonesia. Fifth place in this men's 5,000 meters in this T54 class. That was dominated by Prawat Wahram of Thailand. Absolutely dominant display from this man. He was brilliant. He still is brilliant. Well, for a while, the three Thai men just stuck together, helping to pace each other, but well, just before the midway point, it was Wahram who just edged the way. He did take Concran with him for a lap or two
We are very
before
happy to see you and
Waharam
hope you enjoy every moment in Thailand. Have a nice day in the
just brought it
man. Thank
in
you.
emphatic style. So those results for you then. Waharam taking home gold for Thailand in this T54 men's 5K class.
Now in the competition of men's 400 meter class T12 final ลำดับต่อไปจะเป็นการแข่งขันวิ่ง400 เมตรชายประเภท T32 รอบชิงชนะเลิศ The competitors are Lane 7 Muhammad Rawi Muhammad Nur Helmi from Malaysia ผู้เข้าแข่งขันประกอบด้วยช่องวิ่งที่ 7 โมฮัมหมัดราบีมูฮัมหมัดนูเฮลมีจากประเทศมาเลเซีย Lane 5 ที่สุวรรณกฤษณพงศ์ from Thailand ช่องวิ่งที่ 5 ที่สุวรรณกฤษณพงศ์จากประเทศไทย Lane 3 อังเจมส์อีธานไคเมง from Singapore ช่องวิ่งที่ 3 อังเจมส์อีธานไคเมงจากประเทศสิงคโปร์ and Lane 1 องคอยซิริคอย from Philippines และช่องวิ่งที่ 1 องคอยซิริคอยจากประเทศฟิลิปปินส์
So 43.94 then. There's Yasser from Indonesia, just 16 years of age, the youngest athlete in the field by some distance. And a new games record for him, 43.94. Bringing home gold ahead of his compatriot Fauzi Wolak Sono. And the veteran Cao bringing it home for bronze with 38.39. Super throwing from Yasser. Showed control and consistency throughout. Beautiful, clean rotations. And a new games record to boot. Stick around, we have the medal ceremonies coming your way.
And we are honored to invite Mr. Kuang Kamti, President of Disabled Sport Association for Nakhon Ratchasima Provincial, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winners of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Muhammad Rosman Muhammad Mukim from Malaysia. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medals go to Husmadi Muhammad Hakim Mustaqim from Malaysia. And the winner of the gold medal is Nomleni Alvin from Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalists and to observe the national anthem of Indonesia.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and our medalists to take a photo together, please.
Coming up shortly, the medal ceremony for the men's 400 metres T12. A big moment for Team Singapore. James Ethan Ang taking silver, producing another composed championship run, and crucially finishing ahead of Malaysia's Mohamed Rabi.
And we are honored to invite Associate Professor Chalom Moon Mongkon, Secretary of Para Powerlifting Sport Association, to present the medal and the souvenirs to the winners of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Sisan Prani from Thailand. Next, the first runner-up, the silver's medals go to Haji Matahan Noor Hansan from Brunei Darussalam. And the winner of the gold medal is Nuyes Auyana from Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and to observe the national anthem of Philippines.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and our medalist to take a photo, please.
And we are honored to invite Mr. Nang O Min, Secretary General NPC of Myanmar, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winners of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Khiampan Somporn from Thailand. Next, the first runner-up, the silver's medals go to Lin Ong Chun from Myanmar. And the winner of the gold medal is Nyo Tin from Myanmar. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and to observe the national anthem of Myanmar.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and all medalists to take a photo together, please.
And we are honored to invite Associate Professor เฉลิมพล มูลมงคล Secretary of Para Powerlifting Sport Association to present the medal and the souvenirs to the winner of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Ariyanti Raini from Indonesia. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medal goes to Nguyen Thi Kieu from Vietnam. And the winner of the gold medal is Nguyen Thi Hai from Vietnam. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and observe the national anthem of Vietnam.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and all medalists to take a photo together, please.
And we are honored to invite Associate Professor เฉลิมพล มูลมงคล Secretary of Para Powerlifting Sport Association to present the medal and the souvenir to the winner of the competition, please. And the winner of the gold medal is Kagan Phachiraporn from Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and to observe the national anthem of Thailand.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and our medalist to take a photo together, please.
And we are honored to invite Associate Professor Chalermpol Moonmongkol, Secretary of Pala Powerlifting Sport Association, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winner of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Taprom Apisit from Thailand. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medal goes to Sangrat Phakapol from Thailand. And the winner of the gold medal is Purnomo Sabtoyogo from Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and to observe the national anthem of Indonesia.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and our medalist to take a photo together, please.
And we are honored to invite Mr. Snong Seilakun, Technical Committee Member and former national team coach, to present the medals and the souvenir to the winner of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Putra Muhammad Ridho Al from Indonesia. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medal goes to Chaikhan Nathayot from Thailand. And the winner of the gold medal is Phonpanna Amonthep from Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and to observe the national anthem of Thailand.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and all medalists to take a photo together, please.
And we are honored to invite Mr. Kuang Kamti, President of Disabled Sport Association of Nakhon Ratchasima Provincial, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winners of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Priyano from Indonesia. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medal goes to Miat Ong Phon from from Myanmar. And the winner of the gold medal is Sagyono Rishan Bagus from Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and to observe the national anthem of Indonesia.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and all medalists to take a photo together, please.
And we are honored to invite Mr. T36, Deputy Secretary General of Sport Association for the Disabled of Thailand, under the royal patronage of His Majesty the King, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winners of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Sapruta Riyadi from Indonesia. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medal goes to Abdullah Muhammad Amirul Ali from Malaysia. And the winner of the gold medal is Sagaria Muhammad Zikri from Malaysia. And ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalists and to observe the national anthem of Malaysia.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and all medalists to take a photo together, please. Thank you to all distinguished guests.
And we are honored to invite Mr. Snong Selagun, Technical Committee Member and former national team coach, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winners of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Shimpan Orawan from Thailand. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medals goes to Vitasari from Indonesia. And the winner of the gold medal is Prarinus Rosabel Rosel from Malaysia. And ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and to observe the national anthem of Malaysia.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and oral medalist to take a photo, please. Thank you to our distinguished guests, and may I invite all athletes to join together to take a photo.
And we are honored to invite Mr. Snong Selakun, Technical Committee Member and former national team coach, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winners of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Kumpong Kitinan from Thailand. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medals go to Bernard Eddy from Malaysia. And the winner of the gold medal is Kamta Palatip from Thailand. And ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and to observe the national anthem of Thailand.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and all medalists to take a photo together, please. Thank you to our distinguished guests.
And we are honored to invite Mr. Kuang Kamti, President of Disabled Sport Association of Nakhon Ratchasima Provincial, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winner of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Sivilai from Laos. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medals go to Thepthida Bunphet from Laos. And the winner of the gold medal is Damuni Chakarin from Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and to observe the national anthem of Thailand.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and our medalists to take a photo together, please.
And we are honored to invite Mr. Kuang Kamti, President of Disabled Sport Association of Nakhon Ratchasima Provincial, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winners of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Pandongyang Sukanya from Thailand. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medals go to Nguyen Thi Ngoc Chui from Vietnam. And the winner of the gold medal is Azuzano Zandi from Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and to observe the national anthem of Philippines.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and our medalist to take a photo together, please.
And we are honored to invite Mr. Korakot Kongton, Competition and Training Venues Branch, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winner of the competition, please. And the winner of the gold medal is Nusanin Sumali and her guy runner, Safi Imatmi from Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and to observe the national anthem of Thailand.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and our medalist to take a photo together, please.
And we are honored to invite Mr. Korakot Kongton, Competition and Training Venue Branch, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winners of the competition, please. The second runner-up, the owner of the bronze medal is Nguyen Ngoc Hiệp and her guide runner, Le Hòa Phương from Vietnam. Next, the first runner-up, the silver medal goes to Maburak Ruli Al-Kafi and his skyrunner, Peter Philologus Valentino Rossi from Indonesia. And the winner of the gold medal is Karim Taufik Abdul and his skyrunner Kontrol Wijanako from Indonesia. And ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left to honor the gold medalist and to observe the national anthem of Indonesia.
Thank you so much. You may now turn right. Next, may I invite the distinguished presenter and our medalist to take a photo together, please.
And we are honored to invite Ms. Go Han Yen, Senior Parliamentary Secretary for the Ministry of Culture, Community and Youth of Singapore, to present the medal and the souvenir to the winners of the competition, please.
So the athletes being called forward for this men's 400 meters T12 medal ceremony.
Helmi from Malaysia.
Bronze for Malaysia's Mohamed Nur Helmi. But it's silver for Singapore's James Ethan Ang.
Next, the first
Capping a
runner,
breakthrough games, national records in the 100, 200, and now the 400 meters.
From Singapore.
And finals reached across every sprint event he's entered. It's been 4 days, 3 distances, now a medal. James Ethan Ang
and the winner
stepping
of the
onto the podium. But it's gold for Thailand's Tisuan Kisanapong. A very controlled, a very decisive run to take the title in front of a home crowd.
And ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you all to turn left.
Let's get you to
the
the podium as we have the Thai national
Thailand.
anthem.
Thank you so much. You may
Yeah,
now
it was a
turn
performance
right.
delivered with
Next,
real
may I
authority
invite the
on home
distinguished
soil
presenter and our medalist
for
to take a photo
Thailand's
together,
Tisuan. But
please.
silver for Singapore's James Ethan Ang, whose games has been defined by progress, national records, and a very nice performance indeed. So there you go. Day 4 of the athletics. What a blockbuster we brought you. Gold medals galore. Hope you enjoyed our coverage. We'll see you again tomorrow, everyone. Bye.